long run, because we can expand our scale of operation, we would witness what we call economies of scale. So in the long run, the shape of the long run curve is saucer shaped, which simply means here we have the economies of scale because our cost of production is falling as a result of expansion. And we must never pass this stage, the optimum level stage. This is the highest we could do, and this is the only efficiency we have. Efficiency. As soon as we exceed this, as soon as we exceed the optimum level, we would witness these economies of scale. And these economies of scale means our cost of production starts increasing. I'm explaining this graph now. In the exam, I might ask you, explain the long run curve graph. This is the explanation I'm wanting from you. The long run occurs because the firm is able to expand its scale of operation. And because the firm is able to expand its scale of operation, it will witness economies of scale. Drawing the graph means it is saucer shaped because we have economies of scale in between. We have economies of scale at the beginning, the optimum level, which is the efficiency level. After the efficiency level, a firm would witness what we call these economies of scale because the cost of production starts increasing. So you must not allow your cost of production to increase. That is these economies of scale. Why did you expand? You are expanding because you want to reduce your cost of production. That is economies of scale. I'm going to repeat that again. In the long run, we are able to expand our scale of operation. And because we are able to expand our scale of operation, we're going to witness what we call a fall or reduction in the average cost of production. Reduction in the average cost of production is called economies of scale. From here down here is economies of scale. Going further is optimum level. So a firm must not exceed the optimum level. Because after the optimum level, you will witness an increase in the cost of production. This is the shape. The shape is somewhat like this. At this point, this is economies of scale. This is economies of scale. This is the optimum level, and this is diseconomies. Because when you look at it, the cost of production is falling because you are expanding. But as soon as you expand further than here, the cost of production starts increasing. Do you get my point here or not? This is the long run average cost curve. It's talking about economies of scale, the optimum level, and diseconomies of scale. As soon as you expand, this is your output. As soon as you expand your scale of operation, it is expected that your cost of production would fall. This is your AC. After the optimum level, which is efficiency, going forward increases your cost of production. That is diseconomies of scale. So the long run average cost curve talks about economies of scale, optimum level, and diseconomies of scale. The economies of scale is called increasing returns. Increasing returns to scale. Increasing returns to scale. The optimum level is called constant returns to scale. Constant returns to scale, which is still better. Then the last one, which is this economies of scale, is decreasing returns. Decreasing returns to scale. So that's all about the long run average cost curve. I'm going to repeat it again. We have the long run average cost curve. This way. This is our average curve. This is the quantity. And this is the cost. Because we are expanding as a firm, our cost of production is falling because we are expanding. So this means here we have economies of scale here. At this point is optimum level, and this is diseconomies of scale. Those are the three things we have. Economies of scale, optimum level, diseconomies of scale. Economies of scale occurs because our average cost of production is falling. Optimum level is a constant return to scale, which simply means that is the highest efficiency we could have. Going further brings about diseconomies of scale. And the economies of scale means your average cost of production is increasing. Do we understand long run average cost curve now? Any question about long run average cost curve?
No.
Yes, long run because the firms have the flexibility to expand their scale of operation. And because they are able to expand their scale of operation, they are supposed to witness economies of scale, which is a fall or decrease in the average cost of production. Economies of scale, yes.
The long run has flexibility. What?
Flexibility to expand.
Expand what?
factors of production.
Okay.
Because in the short run, there's one factor that is fixed. But in the long run, all the factor input, land, labor, capital, and enterprise, they are variable, which means they are flexible in the long run. And because they are flexible, we can expand. We can use this class to do whatever we want in the long run. But right now, it can only be a classroom because it's in the short run. As soon as we are able to use this class to do whatever we like, it becomes the long run. So the short run ends when the long run begins. So we have different short run, and we have the long run. So the combination of these short runs brings us to the long run. And the curve of the long run is this. It is this. We have economies of scale, optimum level, it is economies of scale. Economies of scale because the cost is falling down, because you are expanding. But as soon as you expand to this level, which is the optimum level, you must not exceed it. If you do exceed it, you witness decreasing returns to scale or diminishing returns. Or these economies of scale. Any question about that? No. So we go to economies of scale. What's economies of scale? Economies of scale is a cost advantage we have as a result of expansion. Expansion can be within us, which is for firms, or the industry. I want to talk about the industry, simply talking about the education industry, for example. A firm could be ISM as a school. If ISM is expanding, and as a result of that, the cost of ISM is falling, it is internal economies of scale. But if all the schools, because there are more schools in Libya, and we are enjoying a cost reduction, that is external economies of scale. There's internal because you are expanding as a firm, and you are witnessing a fall in your cost of production. But when the whole industry is expanding, and firms in that industry is witnessing a reduction in average cost of production, it is external. Because industry is the combination of firms. Combination of firms. The combination of firms make what? An industry. So if the industry is expanding and firms in that industry, are witnessing a fall in their cost of production, it is external. But if the firm itself expands, and as a result of that, the cost of production is falling, internal economies of scale. Do we get internal and external here? There's internal because the firm is expanding. Example, ISM as a school. If ISM continues to become bigger and its costs start reducing, internal economies of scale. If the educational industry, which combines ISM and other schools, makes the industry to become bigger, and those schools are witnessing reduction in their average cost of production, external economies of scale. Do we get it? Any question about that? So in the next class, we're going to talk about internal deeply and external. Thank you.